Ashe. Thank you guys for tuning in again. This is Aurora Devyne coming to you with another topic of discussion. And we're going to talk about some terminology that I want to kind of just explain a little, which is give people some insight as to like what these terminologies really mean in the conscious and subconscious community. We could actually just like throw the whole unconscious community in there too. Okay, so one thing is synchronicity. Synchronicity, when people see synchronicity, they start to see like it's their consciousness, right? Like obviously it's it's you getting a message to you. That's the first thing we need to clarify what synchronicity is, okay? When you start to see synchronicity, yes, it is the universe giving you a message, okay? And the reason why I say that is because these messages are getting your attention. If they are repeating, it's repeating for a reason. Now, why it's repeating is another thing we're gonna discuss. Okay, so the breakdown of synchronicity is actually that it's code. What is code? Code is you giving yourself a message, and you have to do it in a way where you can get your own message across to yourself. And you do that in references and ways of how you know you're going to see it and receive it. That's what synchronicity is. Okay. Next. Why it's repeating. A lot of people say, oh, I don't understand. I just keep seeing this number repeating. Okay. Think about why it would repeat. It would repeat because you didn't get it the first time. You don't understand it the second time. You're seeing it a third time and you're still questioning what it is. So it's going to keep repeating until you understand the meaning of why you are seeing this message that you gave to yourself. But I guarantee you that the minute that you do know, you won't be seeing it anymore. It's almost like, aha, she finally got the freaking message. Now I can move on to the next message. We do this all day long, but we don't understand it. And we don't see it sometimes. But when things repeat or it comes back around, it's because it wasn't done. And that's for anything. Okay. If things repeat, it's because something wasn't done to stop that repetition. Okay. Something that wasn't acknowledged is what it really is. And I have to say this because this seems to be a very big topic. Well, actually, this seems to be the energy right now. That's what I've been picking up. And and this is another thing, right? This actually goes hand in hand with cycles. So if you want to break your cycles, you have to identify where your cycle is, just like the code, right? Just like the synchronicity. You're identifying the synchronicity. That's one. Ooh, let me not show my nails. Next thing is, you have to identify the energy behind it, why it's coming up. What is the energy that is behind it that is trying to tell you or express or convey something, the message, okay? And then you see your part in it. So what do I do when I am like seeing this message, or what do I do when this cycle, right, comes around? How do I react? What is my portion of this cycle? And you can take that interchangeably when you receive synchronicities. And this is actually a really good link when we speak about it like this, how it kind of like can flow either way. You can take that synchronicity breakdown and you can actually apply it to your life in a macro concept, right? Or I'm sorry, yes, because the macro would be your life, the micro would be the synchronicities that you get to yourself. You're sending them to you. That would be the micro in you, right? But it's applying to the bigger vision, which would be your macro, right? Your vision, how you see your life, how you see the world. And that could still be, in a sense, a micro vision because it's one person. But you are your own micro and macro, technically. So I'm using them interchangeably right now. But anyways, so that's about cycles, synchronicities. Now, vibration. Okay, the terminology vibration and frequency. People use it very loosely, which they don't really know in retrospect what is what. So here's the great breakdown. Frequency is the outside energy, like the output energy, right? The output codes the energy that you're giving out. Now your vibration is like the inner energy. So you have your inner and then you have your outer. I could be expressing I'm an asshole all day based off of like maybe just the outer energy, but I'm a freaking sweetheart inside and nobody would know that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like people can put a wall or a guard up and people will feel that guard. That is an outside energy. That is a frequency. Oh, this guy's got his guard up. That's a frequency. Now the inside would be, well, he's got his guard up because he's sad. He's really sad. Or, he is not interested, or, he is usually, I mean, if someone has their guard up, it's for a reason. So I'm just kind of like trying to throw some stuff out there, but that was just an example. Another example would be like the difference between frequency and vibration. You know how people would associate, oh man, like I get really good vibes from her, or yeah, she talks about the water. She likes water a lot. I think she has something to do with water. That would be inner energy, right? Because you're reading the inner. And then the outside is obviously like kind of like what you exude. Does it make sense? So yeah. And so it's basically like your outer, and then your inner. So vibration is always inner, and then frequency is always outer. And so you could be mad, at like this person, and you could actually be having a great day. Nobody would ever tell. That's kind of like a really bad example. But anyways, I just wanted to go ahead and explain those terminologies, just because that is something that has been coming up lately. And I thought it would be really good for people to kind of be in the knowledge of like knowing the difference. And then being able to identify the difference when you do pick up these energy signatures, because that's ultimately what you're picking up. It's just, are you picking up the inner energy signature, or are you picking up the outer energy signature? And the outer energy signature is not always the inner energy signature. I usually kind of like refer to like frequency as like the codes that we kind of like hold and or kind of like emit, right? And I say that emit because we are light emitting, okay? Or I should say we're water emitting a spectrum of light, right? And so like when we emit that, that's like the outer frequency, you know what I'm saying? The inner frequency is obviously, it fluctuates based off of like all of the little things that you do. So like anything that you eat, it's gonna fluctuate. You know, if you take a bath, it'll fluctuate. If you know, it's all the little things. Just think about it as your chakras. That would be like your inner. And so sometimes our chakras are tuned differently, you know what I'm saying? Or some are more active than others, or they're just more prominent than others because we use them more, you know what I'm saying? But that's it. I just wanted to come in and just chime in a little. Everyone, I am tuning out. Thank you again for visiting, and I'm gonna stop showing them. All right, I'm out.